Today, from Lambeau Field.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. He completes this to Walker. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here is 3rd down and 4. Love now. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Love. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That is caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Throwing. Love. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 29 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Love looking to throw it. And this is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive. It got his man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Love.
Now this thrown deep for Kraft.
And that's going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw now, here's Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Love.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown.
Tucker Kraft
from 3 yards out.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 27.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Smith able to move the chains before sliding down.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Again, it's Walker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Love.
And complete once again to Watson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 41-yard line.
A throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 6 yards away.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
2nd and 11.
Throwing now, Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now a run with Walker.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Here's 1st and 10.
One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis